So I'm just saying, never send me to a Caterpillar store, because I am leaving with a full box of merchandise, hats, socks, sweatshirt, calendar, and without any parts. All right, today's the day we're gonna remove the broken windshield on the 302.5 mini excavator. Let's get it done. Looks pretty simple. As you can see, the windshield broke here and shot across to here. These bolts do not go through the glass. They just go right to the frame. And I'm actually missing one here. And I went to turn this just to try it. And they are actually finger loose. So I could actually take this windshield out without any tools. See, it's already coming off. And then this frame will go back to the glass shop. They'll cut a new piece of glass for it, and we'll be good to go. So it's just held on by 4 nuts, and they are actually loose. And then I just lost that one, so now it's only held on by 2. Well, let's see if I can do this without breaking it. There's one. I'm gonna put it in my pocket because I need to buy 2 more now. So that side's out. Oh, this side's super loose. I wonder if that's why it broke. And there's the other one. So now the glass should come off of these shocks. I've been holding it up with a bungee cord this entire time for at least 3 years, because I tried buying aftermarket shocks to hold it up, and they're just not strong enough. These are 75-pound shocks on either side, and it's still not strong enough. So I ended up buying the right ones this time, and I got to fix this handle on the glass. So, well, there they go. Windshield is out, but it's not breaking another window. So let's go get this replaced, drop it off at the glass shop, and we'll actually look at his handle too while it's out. So I actually ordered the new wheels that go up and down this track. I'm gonna wash these tracks out. They're all filled up with gunk, and put the new wheels on the new window when it goes in. And I'm hoping that keeps it in the track. And then I gotta fix the handle and replace these shocks. So, see, I should not be able to do that with these shocks, just because that window weighs so much. So we're good to go. Let's drop it off at the glass shop. Window rides in these grooves, and over time the guide plastic rollers that are in there disintegrated, and so the window kept falling in and out of that track. So I think that's part of it. And then these are what I was putting the bungee cords on, trying to hold it up. I ordered new gas springs. I call them shocks, but these are considered springs. So I ordered 2 new ones of those. They're about $100 a piece. And same one on this side. It's kind of dark on the back lip, sorry. So there's a track also. So hopefully the new window won't break. It'll fit in there. And then I also ordered a new shock for this, because this is the armrest that goes up and down. It's a safety. And that gas shock is right there. So I have to take this bottom plate off, and then I'll be able to access that. But I'm not doing that right now. Right now it's more about the windshield. And I already brought it in the garage, so we are good to go. Let's go get it done. And yes, I know I still have to fix my duct tape garbage bag window here. It's been this way for Holy crap, 15 years, and I've never replaced the duct tape. So I actually have a piece of black plexiglass, tinted black plexiglass I'm gonna put there. So while the machine's in the back over here, we'll be fixing that also. So it's been about a week since I took the windshield out of the excavator. I dropped the frame off, they cut a new piece of glass, and I got all the new mounting hardware, I hope, the correct mounting hardware in from Caterpillar. So let's see if we get this new windshield in. So before we put the windshield in, we got to go get it ready in the garage. So let's go get it ready. So I'm going through some of the parts that I ordered. These are the gas struts that hold it up. And I ordered the new bolts, nuts for there, just to make sure I had the right ones. And it looks like they gave me the wrong ones. Those don't fit. That's why you pre-check everything. So for the two handles, the way they work, this opens and closes the window. That little, it's like a door latch right there. One reason I think the window broke is it wasn't closing all the way properly. It wasn't staying closed because this here broke, bent. So you can see right there and there. So I think I'm gonna take this one apart, try to get it back together, straighten this plate out right there, put that spring back to where it's supposed to be, through this hole, and clean it up, and then I'll probably take this one apart and clean this one up also while I have it there. It's just two Phillips screws right there in the metal plate. Oh, the handle's actually broken. So that there looks like there should be another one. That there looks like there should be another one. This one actually had this one jammed in there, but I got that out, so that opens and closes all the way now. So this one should be able to go in there. Should operate. It's just going to be a pain in the butt.
So you can see this one has two arms pushing it in and out, pushing it in and out, two of them. This one of the arms broke off. So it should be two connected to this. So when you do this, it pushes it like a fork, but this outer one's broken off. So I'll have to get a new one eventually. So I ordered the new nuts to hold on the struts, but they sent me the wrong ones. So let's see what they are. They should be metric. M8. Oh, it's 1.25. M8 1.25. M8 1.25 right there. It is not an M8 1.25. Nope. All right, I'm gonna have to go to the store and get new ones because it's not M8 1.25 like the book calls for it, and that's probably what they sent me. All right, I could put the rest of the window in though, or I should be able to. If you don't have one of these, I strongly suggest every mechanic get one of these, or even a homeowner. If you want to know what size bolt or nut goes on threads without ruining them, metric, standard. Don't know the name of the brand. I just got this off Amazon. It was like 20 bucks. Great Christmas present, by the way. The windshield rides in these two tracks. I mean, they have these rubber or the plastic bushings that go in. They can't fit out, but it goes in from the bottom. So I could show you on this side, but this will go in the bottom and then it can't come out, except right here, it comes out. So I think that's when the windshield fell out and caused the weakness. But then it stays in the track all above. So that's got to be fixed. I'll show you in a minute. Let's make sure. See, that comes out up here. So I got to close that. Let me get a marker. So here is that roller, and it slides in from the bottom. And now once it gets in here, it's supposed to stay. It's supposed to get stuck in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it out, and I'm gonna show you when I get up to a certain point, it falls out. You get right there, see it? And it falls out. So I marked it there. And I marked it up there. And this is on the left side of the machine. See, so I should not do that. And this is what the window handles latch onto. So I'm gonna bend this track in, make it more of a curve again, the way it's supposed to be. And I'll do the same on the other side. I'm leaving that one in. That one doesn't come out anymore. I put it in there and squished it. This one I'm going to feed the window in with it. And then this fits in the bottom. This side's real dirty. So these shocks are aftermarket ones I bought, and they're not the right PSI. They won't hold the window up. So I ended up ordering the expensive ones through Caterpillar. So I think I got to put the window in. Yeah, I forgot I can't put the new struts in because I don't have the proper hardware. So that'll have to wait. So I'm gonna get the window in. I'm gonna get the window in the tracks to make sure everything works properly. And then I'll just change them out later once I get the right bolts, the right nuts for it. And I'm gonna grease the tracks after it's all together. So here's where the handles, the window's actually sitting low right now because it's not hooked up to the crossbars. So I bought all new hardware. And they have Loctite I'm gonna put on it. But I think I gotta get the washers. Oh, I think I have them. I'm gonna take them back off and put the washers and Loctite on them. I just want to get something on there to hold the window. All right, so no struts, so it's gonna be heavy, but let's try it. Yeah, stays in the track. All right. And it latches. All right. I can take all these off and put the right ones on once I get the bolts.
All right, so let's take these off one at a time. Add a little Loctite and a washer. So it looks like I also need to get the inside plates here, because that's what these grab onto when it's in the up position. Believe it or not, the way it bends, they go all the way up and they grab onto here. Look at that, it works. All right. So I can't do anything else until I get the new struts, and then I'm gonna check to see if I can find the parts for this, or the fasteners for the struts. Because I don't think these are them. These are all replacement. Yeah, let me get the right tools to do it all. But when I take these off, I'll put the new ones on. I'll go to the store and buy the mounting hardware. All right. Windshield's replaced. Well, I'll see you when I come back with that. So I'm waiting for a replacement for the gas shocks to hold the windshield. So while I'm waiting, I started replacing this one for the armrest. Holy cow, what a pain in the butt. All right, so I got it out. It's right here. It's right there. And you can see it is no longer holding any weight. So I got the new one. New Caterpillar part right there. If you're wondering what the Caterpillar part is, that's it right there. They're about $50 to $60 for the one that holds the arm up. And what a pain in the butt that was to get off, because all your hydraulic lines to your joystick are right there. So it's a real tight fit just to get the clip off. To get the clip off that holds it on right there. And this is the one. So it's right there. See, it's all jacked up now from trying to get it out with a screwdriver, but I got it. You gotta be careful not to break any of your hydraulic lines. But there's a ball in there, right there, that it goes on. Oop, right there. And it's kind of difficult because you got the hydraulic lines all in the way. And I'm trying to do it without loosening any of the hydraulic lines. It's this particular one right here is the one that's in the way. It's close to it over there. And then this here, I took these two bolts off and can't get a wrench in on this one, but I loosened this one here and I bent this cover plate down. This covers the bottom of it. So now I just got to open a new one up, and I should be able to sneak it up in there and pop it on there. And then once it's on there, then I can just connect the bottom one. The bottom one goes down to this joint right there. It's cold outside, I have a heater on, so. But it goes from there up to there. All right, so it's gonna be difficult, but we're gonna do it. I have my heater on if you're wondering what that noise is. I'm trying to stay somewhat warm. All right, well, let me continue doing this. Let me show you on the outside here. The way these work is they have this little spring clip right here. So you pull that spring clip out and it comes off the ball. So I'm gonna leave the spring clip on there so I can just go in there and push and it pops right on. I'm not replacing these. It's too hard to get in there. So pop it out a little bit and it comes right off. So I should be able to just put this up in there and push it on. and then that one will be the bottom one. This is the old one, and the new one is here, and it goes up. I had to take this plate off, and it goes up in there. And the way you know they're bad is to do this. It has no more pressure in it. These are really, really hard to push in. On that new one, I tried pushing it in, and I had to lean in it, because when they come out like this. They're fully extended. I am waiting. I am going to the dealer tomorrow. They are replacing the 2 brand new ones that I bought for the windshield, because we just replaced this glass. They are warrantying the 2 that I got. Let me go inside the garage and I will show you why. Like, I can't even open the window because there's no way of holding it open right now. So the machine is stuck here for another day. They said they'll be there by 9 o'clock in the morning. The shocks like this. Let me go show you what's wrong with them. I forgot. Let me show you what this does. This is a safety. So when you get out, you have to lift this up. When you're sitting in here, when you're getting ready to operate it, you bring this arm down, and now it makes all the hydraulics live when the machine's running. But to get out, you can't fit through here, and the reason they do this is you don't want to bump this if you're getting out of the machine, because you might hit somebody with the boom. So that right there releases it. Well, you have all those hydraulic lines in there, and it's actually kind of heavy. So I've had to have a bungee cord strapped up to that back window bracket back there for the last month to hold this up. And every time I got in and out, I would have to wrap the bungee cord on it. So now it stays up, and now it stays down the way it's supposed to. Just like the window, that window weighs probably 60 pounds, and with all the brackets and all that. And it goes up here, and you don't want that over your head, hitting you in the head. So that's why it's important to have the correct brackets that go from that hole to this hole on this side and that side. They're a lot stronger than this one. I'll show you what they are inside. But that will hold the window up, and it also helps lift that weight up when you're doing the window. Don't mind my work table. These are the ones I just bought from Caterpillar for the windshield. See how the size difference? And it goes by how many pounds. These are probably 150 pounds of pressure on each one. So the only problem I'm having with these is this thread is wrong. When I bought these, I also had them ship me the bolts right here that go on here. They are 8mm. They're called M8 1.25. They're 1.25 threads per millimeter, I do believe is how it works, but it's an M8 1.25 thread. And these bolts are supposed to go on there. These nuts, I'm sorry. And they do not. So these are also 1.25 M8 nuts, and they don't even go on there. I even have a tap that I was gonna clean the threads out here, but you can't even get it started. So these, I bought 4 of them. So these are obviously machined wrong. I actually went to the hardware store and I tried every metric one they had, from M8 1.0, M8.7, M8 1.25, M8 1.5. None of them match. None of them thread on. And I also tried the standard, what is it, 7/16, 3/8, blah, blah, blah. All the standards threads, the SAE, and none of them fit. I even had the guy at the place try. So I called Caterpillar. They're overnighting another set to the dealer. These are the part numbers.
They call it a spring, and it's 1572193. I have a feeling these are just manufactured wrong, these threads, because there's not one thread finder that I can find that matches these threads. So we will see tomorrow. I'm gonna bring all this back with me and hopefully come back tomorrow and I'll be able to finish the windshield. All right, so that's it for today. Well, we're at the Caterpillar dealer. We're exchanging these two struts or springs, whatever you want to call them, because the bolts, the nuts that they sent me to put on there do not fit. And went down to the hardware store and nobody can find any threads that fit these two. They say they are standard metric thread. None of the bolts that they say would fit. So I am bringing it down and we're going to exchange them and we will see what they say. So I'm just saying, never send me to a Caterpillar store, because I am leaving with a full box of merchandise, hats, socks, sweatshirt, calendar, and without any parts. Turns out the parts were made wrong and they have to contact the manufacturer of the parts, and there's only 18 of them in the system, and they checked a couple of the other places and they're all threaded wrong. But I still left with a box of merchandise with Caterpillar on it. All right, I'm gonna end this excavator windshield video here. Reason being is, so it looks like it's gonna be another 2 to 3 weeks before they get those remanufacture the shocks, the springs as they call them. So anyways, so I'm gonna wrap this up here, but I wanna show you these. These are basically also what hold your trunks open and your hatchways on your car and your hood sometimes. Well, same thing, but they come in all different sizes and pressure. This is the one that went to my armrest. My armrest went up and down like this, or actually on the left side, and that was a safety. And I had it held up with a bungee cord because all of a sudden it kept falling down. Well, it turned out when I ordered a new one of these, and you can see there's no resistance in this at all. No resistance. The new one that I installed on this, I could not even push in unless I leaned up against it and pushed really hard, and I could just get it to collapse. So this is how you know they go bad, especially when you open your trunk up and the trunk comes back down and hits you in the head. Well, that's because this strut, this gas chamber in here blew a leak, and it does this. Super easy to replace. It's just a matter of getting the right ones because they come in all different ends. Like this one here has 2 ball ends, this has 2 ball ends, but this end here is like that. So they have all different types of ends. So your best bet is just get the right one for your car or your vehicle or your equipment. And they're super easy to put on as long as you get the right ones with the right ends in them. But you don't want them to do this. You should never be able to do this. Like this one here, I could not push in unless I leaned right up against the wall. Nope, there you go. There you go, like that. And then it comes back out. But this is a really small one. That's why these were aftermarket ones, and they would not hold my windshield up at all in the excavator. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna be working on the John Deere plow next and putting a push plow, a regular plow on my John Deere tractor, getting that going. So hope you enjoyed the videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope some of my videos help you in some way or at least keep you entertained. Have a nice one.